What's up, James? Cold here. How you doing? How's your move? Oh, I hope you have a good Christmas party. I just learned from Rachel Maddows that, the solution, what they're planning to do with all the Palestinians. This is crazy. I just blew my mind, but it makes so much sense. Do you know where they're looking to relocate them? Well, it's in my title of my video if you read it. Fucking Libya. They're relocating. They're just going to relocate Palestinians, just move people right to Libya. Just, okay, get them out of the way, throw them in Libya where they can be trafficked, hurt, whatever. I mean, this is just insane. This is what it's come down to. Insane. We're just going to disappear motherfuckers to Libya. We're going to disappear American or, undocumented Americans, whoever, who haven't gone through any due process, who have been put into a detention center in such hospitable, like giving rotten food and just making their stay so horrific that they self-deport so they don't go through court. That's what these people are doing. This is their tactic, to put them in concentration camps. Put them in concentration camps to make their lives so fucking, horrible that they self-deport. That's what they're doing. That's their plan. We'll get people to self-deport and not giving any oversight, not giving people due process by just making their life miserable in being held. Like, hey, wouldn't it be better for you just to leave and get the fuck out of here and stay here? Because you're not going to get, and then I'm sure they're using reverse psychology. You're not going to see it. You're going to be here for years before you see a judge. You want to leave. Go ahead and self-deport, sign this paperwork, and you're done. You're out of here. You're out of here tomorrow. Sign this piece of paperwork. You think of the bullshit. Here's your buddy. Is this your buddy? Is this Speedy? Look at him. You're such a good friend, Tommy. Making your friend ride his fucking bike. What a beautiful friend you are. He could have drove to our house and give him a ride. Unbelievable. And now I got to stop by phone. Where's my other phone? Oh, it's up here.
Justice release the files, or will it all remain tied up in an...
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? No, what really is crazy is that you know, they're focused on that one guy getting $50,000 instead of the billions and billions of dollars that has been grifted, illegally taken, and everything else. It's just like, people got to protest. Got to get out there and protest. You got everyone need to become what's her name? The activist, the autistic activist. What's her name? I don't know if I can stop here and let these guys cross. See, I never know what, it's like, it's a crosswalk. It's really crazy.
There's a block.
Huh?
There's blotted.
But it doesn't matter. It's a crosswalk. By law, if it's a crosswalk, you're supposed to stop. But it's got a traffic light, So I guess the traffic light supersedes because there's a crosswalk here. That's where I got stopped by the police back there, because after the gates crossed, it was still red, and I went through it. Hey, Crystal. Hey, guys. It's, the Libya, taking Palestinians and sticking them in Libya is a crime to itself. Imagine just grabbing people and relocating them from their land, from their, This is something about cryptos, the blockchain, putting person's deeds and stuff on the blockchain to prove ownership, that you have the land, the property. Think of all their documentation has been lost. All the government buildings, shit, have been destroyed. How does anyone prove anything that... Where am I going? Am I turning right here? Huh?
Yeah.
What is this test for anyway? Huh? What's the next test for? What is the test for? Huh? You had me go fucking up here, dude. It's a Saturday. Because it's a Saturday. The up and down is only on weekdays. Yeah, I think that's what the sign says. What does the sign say? Huh? Only a time? I think it's just they think it's a weekend, so people aren't coming down here. Palantir. Whose bag is that one? Yeah, not in here. Lost it. All right, we got to go to my truck and head down to help this guy move stuff today. Fucked up my back. So I'm helping the guy who's moving out the house. whacking. JS got himself a wackadoodle. JS comes in with his hammer, fucking just comes in before he even says good morning, nothing. He's like, oh, there's a fucking maggot I can fucking whack on the head, and gets a whack on. Gets his whack in. Oh my God, that feel good? Did he need that whack? That's doo-doo. Doo-doo. That's doo-doo. Undo-doo. He just undo-doo that bitch. He's the we're both the 0102 musicians. So in the description, if you want to hear our we've got a playlist of music. We got 50 songs. By the way, we had a follower. Someone followed the playlist is getting out there. We're getting followers on Suno. That's our form of our resistance. He's my co-inventor of Fake Fuck Christian PETA Loving Nazi playlist. It's such a great, it just rolls off the tongue. Fake Fuck Christian PETA Loving Nazi. It's just like such a great line. He's the boss. Dude, there isn't, he is JS, let me just shout out to JS. He is basically a role model for every American. That guy right there. He's a local government politician. He volunteers, Meals on Wheels, helps out fucking Trump supporters, right? Who are basically, with Meals on Wheels and other things. He weans them off Fox News. So when they come in, he gets them to turn off Fox News, which is just fucking brilliant. The next step is get him to listen. My dad liked Rachel Maddows, by the way. You got to give him. Hey, you got to turn on Rachel. You got to get him listen to Rachel Maddow. My dad goes. Oh, I like her. I like Rachel. You need to get him on Rachel. You got one step to get him off. Just flip it and say, listen, just be, hear both sides, and just use your you're smart. You're a smart person. You're really smart. Wendy, you're super smart. Don't you think you should hear both sides? Instead of just being brainwashed with one, just that constant fucking bullshit. I got my dad on Rachel Maddow. Yeah, Nick. You got to get him on Rachel. My dad liked Rachel Maddow. But I got my dad listening. He would never listen to her because they thought she was nonsense. Well, let's just give her a try. You're a smart person. Give her a try. I was listening to Rachel Maddow this morning. She's the one, she's breaking the news that they're sending Palestinians to fucking Libya. Libya has no government. Libya is run by factions. There's no government body in Libya. It's governed. There's the oil. Basically, there's the oil tycoon, the people running the oil fields, and they've got their own private army and stuff like that. And then you've got the other group, which is kind of like running the city. And it's the oil tycoons that have brokered a deal. The Libyan oil, folks who have brokered a deal to take fucking Palestinians and also undocumented Americans who are being disappeared. Rachel Maddow, you should listen to Rachel Maddow. She's just so thorough in her investigation. And she doesn't make any assumptions. She just reports on the news. And that's the thing, is no one can really go after her because she just reports on the news. She doesn't like, she is not like, this is what I believe. She just reports on what the fuck is happening. Another one gets whack-a-doodle. Another whack. Look at that. JS gets another whack in. I need to put everything on all. Look, I can't change my comments to all comments anymore. Weird. I'm not even seeing the people who are whacking. My little thing, like to adjust the boy, turn this down. We're going to the K truck. Getting on the K truck. My house wrap, whatever, the thing I've stuck on the roof is working good. She's not a pundit. Rachel Maddow is not a pundit. She reports on news. And she deep dives into it. You should watch her. If not, something you should watch is she did these podcasts. If you listen to podcasts called Ultra, listen to the podcast she did on Ultra. It'll give you a whole perspective on on fascism in America, called Ultra. Rachel Maddow. Look for her podcast and listen to that podcast. It'll give you a history of she's probably one of the most educated individuals on fascism in America. The amount of research she did for Ultra and stuff, she really understands what's going on. She's a journalist. Yeah. She's a journalist. Exactly. She's not a pundit. But she really deep dives and really searches, and whenever she asks, she'll make a statement. I like this is something that Rachel does, is she'll make a statement and then she'll ask the person, does she have it right? Did she miss something out? Did I she's the only journalist that I know, that's one of her points is she will make this so this is happening, is that correct? Did I get that right? Am I missing anything? She always asks the person. I wish we had so yeah. She's got, she's actually responded to that because I think Professor G, they've got this podcast called Raging Moderates, and if I recall correctly, he asked her that, I don't know how you can do it. And she goes, it's not like, she says, I feel like her duty, she has to do it. Someone has to hold these people accountable. And you know, here's my guy walking every day, doing his Tai Chi walking every day. You guys get those Tai Chi walking ads? Tai Chi walking. This is like Tai Chi, now it's Tai Chi walking. And you get this beautifully sculpted body from doing Tai Chi walking. Oh, my marigold yogurt, I think, came out really nice. I think I'm onto something with marigold yogurt. Marigold yogurt. Water pipe. Yeah, I think she looks at it like her. All right. All right, I gotta get my socks on. Sorry about that. My phone died on me, guys. Forgot to charge it all the way up. I'm making 50 luminaries tonight for a small town lighting ceremony. Oh, nice. Oh, I gotta run. It's charging. My in-laws' house. Okay. I gotta run to my house now. Get my. Looks like I need air in my tire. I need air. Let's run by the store. I need to get in my outfit. Hold on. I need to get in my overalls. My overalls. Look, I got my sunglasses on. We gotta get the speaker. We'll run by my house, get the speaker, so we can get some fake fuck Christian Peter Levin Nazi music going. Alright, here we go. Let's go get the speaker system. Get some views. There. Be right back. Oosh.